Hey guys, welcome to Maximum Zen Yoga. Today we'll begin sitting at the back of your mat. Bring hands into prayer, pressing your thumbs into your heart center and closing the eyes. Taking this opportunity to allow yourself to come into the present moment, being aware of your body and your breath. And on the inhale, sweep the arms wide, reaching up towards the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward, reaching your arms out in front, coming into child's pose. Relaxing the forehead all the way down onto the mat. And just connecting with the breath here, using this opportunity to set an intention for today's practice. And just think about why you came to the mat today. And begin to release deeper. We'll move into a side body stretch, walking both the hands over to the right. Stack your left hand on top of your right hand. Breathing now into the left side body, feeling length and space. And start to move over to the other side, walking the hands over to the left, stacking the right hand on top of the left hand, and feeling length down the right side body, breathing into the space, allowing the ribs to expand on the inhale, and surrendering deeper on the exhale. Come back to center, moving up to tabletop position, stacking knees below the hips. We'll move into a cat-cow as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And then rounding the spine as you exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, gently pulling the heart forward. Exhale to round through the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale as you drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, rounding through the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, start to lift your hips, moving into downward facing dog. Reaching your heart down towards the earth, find length through the spine. Keep the knees bent if you need them to be. Really allowing space through the spine. Maybe even bending one knee at a time. Gently walking out the dog. Feeling a nice stretch into the hamstrings. And when that feels complete, start to reach your heels towards the earth, straightening out the legs. And when you're ready, take baby steps all the way to the top of the mat and hang forward. Allow the torso and the head to hang heavy. Keep a gentle bend in the knees, and then grabbing onto opposite elbow. Swaying the torso over to the right and then over to the left. So moving from side to side, slowly, gently, and then coming back to center. Release the elbows and inhale into a halfway lift. With a flat back, reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale to fold forward. Bending the knees, sweep the arms wide all the way up towards the sky, bringing hands together and then down through heart center. We'll step the toes together, big toes to touch, heels can be slightly apart, and sitting down and back, squeezing the thighs together, reaching the arms forward. Gently tucking the tailbone, keep the core engaged. Gaze falls just in front of the mat. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Bring hands down through heart center. Moving into a prayer twist, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twisting over to the right. Bringing the gaze up towards the sky. And keep the hips sinking low. And breathing into the twist. Come back through center. Reach your arms forward. Finding length through the side body, keep sitting low. Feel the fire burning in the thighs and the low body. Keep breathing. Bring hands down through heart center and then twisting over to the left, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gently bringing the gaze up towards the sky. Keep sinking the hips low. And keep breathing as we hold. Beautiful, great job. Come back to center and reach your arms forward, extending through the side body. Keep sinking the hips low and then straightening out the legs, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale, float the arms wide all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Take a moment here to gather your concentration as we move into a balancing posture, grounding down through the left foot, with control lifting the right knee up towards the chest. Interlace your fingers in front of your shin, gently pulling the knee in towards you. Keep the standing leg strong, chest and heart is open, shoulder blades are gently pulling towards each other. We'll release the right knee over to the right, placing the sole of your foot anywhere on your left leg to balance. Being mindful not to place the foot on the knee joint. Bring hands to heart center. Keep pressing your right knee over to the right. Feeling the opening in the hips. Balancing in tree. With control, release your right knee first to center and then down to the mat. Lifting up the left knee, interlace your fingers in front of your shins, gently pulling the knee in towards the body. Keep the heart open, shoulder blades are down and back. Keep the standing legs strong. And we'll release into tree, bringing the left knee over to the left, placing the sole of your foot anywhere on your right leg except for the knee joint. And when you're ready, bringing hands to heart center, reconnecting to the breath, allowing the mind to be still as you balance. Gently bringing the knee back to center and release your foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step both feet back into high plank. We'll drop the knees first and lower down. Inhale into baby cobra. And then exhale, move through tabletop. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Allowing the spine to warm up, look forward and take baby steps to the top of the mat. Folding forward, keeping a gentle bend in the knees. And then inhale, sweep the arms wide, reaching up all the way towards the sky. And exhale, hands down through heart center. And we'll get ready for another balancing posture. Placing the feet together, bring hands into prayer, and then sitting down and back, sinking the hips low. Lifting up the right leg, crossing it over the left, coming into our eagle pose. If you can, wrap your right toes all the way around your left calf. Otherwise, just keep sitting down, squeezing the legs together. Continue to breathe, and trying to keep the hips square so they're both facing forward. And then gently release the right leg. And we'll move right into the other side, lifting up the left leg, crossing it over the right thigh. Just keep sitting down and back. Keep the hips square forward. And finding your breath. Allowing the breath to be smooth and steady. When you're ready, unwinding the legs, standing up, and inhale, float the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step the left foot back. Ground down through the right heel and inhale, float the arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, high plank. And then as you exhale, lowering the body down through chaturanga and inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left toes towards the sky. Look forward, step the left foot forward. Grounding down through the left heel. Inhale, float the arms up towards the sky. And then exhaling, bring hands down to the mat. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Bend the knees and inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bringing hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale into a halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, planting the hands, step the right foot back. And using core strength, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back into high plank. Engage the core as you exhale, lower down through chaturanga. And inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Beautiful, great job. Inhale, reach the right toes towards the sky. Look forward, step the right foot forward. Ground down through the right heel and inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky, finding your crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot forward to meet the right, folding forward, bending the knees, inhale, float the arms all the way up. As you exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. And take a breath here. We'll bring the hands to the hips. Lift the right knee up and start to kick the right heel forward, straightening out the leg, kicking as high as you possibly can, and then bending the knee and kick forward, straightening out the right leg and bending, and then kicking forward one more time. Feel those quads firing up, and then bending the knee and moving into our second set of tree pose. So placing the sole of the right foot onto the left leg, bring hands to heart center. And if you'd like to come into a deeper expression of tree, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Challenging your balance today. If you'd like to bring your gaze up towards the sky. When that's complete, bring hands down through heart center. With control, bring your right knee forward and start to extend your leg all the way back as you hinge your torso forward. Hinging at the left hip crease. Reaching the crown of the head forward pointing the right toes, reaching them all the way back, and bringing hands down towards the mat, coming into standing splits. Reach your right toes as high as you can towards the sky. And lifting up even higher. And then if you can, come back into our horizontal posture and then release the right foot to the mat. Bring your hands to your hips and we'll move into the other side, lifting the left knee, then extending the leg. Kick your left heel forward, kicking your leg as high as you can, bending the knee, and then kicking forward, bending the knee. Last one, kicking forward, kicking as high as you can. Beautiful. Let's move into tree, placing the sole of the left foot somewhere on the right leg, anywhere except for the knee joint. Bring hands to heart center. If you'd like to come into a fuller expression of tree, reaching the arms up towards the sky, growing nice and tall. Connecting to your breath. Feeling the life energy flow through your body. Gently bring hands down through heart center. We'll release the left knee forward and start to kick your leg all the way back as you hinge forward, hinging at the right hip crease. Reaching the left toes back, leg is extended. Reaching the crown of the head forward. Then we'll bring the hands down towards the mat, coming into standing splits, reaching the left toes as high as you can towards the sky. If you can, make your way back into our modified warrior 3. If you need to step out and come back, that's okay. And then slowly coming back up to center. Bend the knees, inhale, float the arms towards the sky, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left toes towards the sky. Bending the left knee, start to stack your left hip on top of your right hip, feeling an opening into the hip area and into the side body. Maybe you even feel an opening into the heart. Keep grounding down equally through both palms. And then bringing the left foot down towards the mat. Inhale, reach the right toes towards the sky. Bending the right knee, start to stack your hip on top of your left. Keep grounding down equally through both hands, feeling the opening through the right side body and the right hip. And gently come back to center, release your right foot to the mat. Inhale, look forward and drop your knees down to the mat. Standing up onto your knees. Bring your hands to heart center and inhale, float the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring everything down through heart center. Releasing the hands onto the low back, just above the glutes. Start to lift your heart up towards the sky, squeezing the elbows together, squeezing your glutes, press your hips forward, lift your heart higher. Reaching your heart up towards the sky, feel the opening in the whole front of the body. And then come back to center and sit down onto your heels. Reach around and grab onto your heels with your hands. And then bringing your forehead all the way down onto the mat, lifting your hips. Now extending through the spine, feeling a nice stretch in between all of the vertebrae of the spine as you lift your hips. Keep reaching the crown of the head towards the floor. and using the heels as a counterbalance. Releasing the hips down towards the heels. And we'll swing both legs out front. Getting ready for a seated forward fold. Bring your hands underneath the creases of your knees. Inhale, find length through the spine. And then exhale, fold forward. And you can move your hands to wherever's comfortable. Maybe you can reach down towards your ankles or even your feet. And keeping a gentle bend in the knees. Feeling the stretch on the backs of the legs. If you feel pinching or tightness in the low back, I invite you to bend your knees a little bit more, just to release any pressure you're feeling on the low back. And we'll come back up to a seated position. Walk the left heel all the way out to the edge of the mat and bring the sole of the right foot onto the inner thigh. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, folding forward. Head to knee pose. Connecting to your breath as you reach the crown of your head towards your toes. And then we'll come all the way back up to center, moving into the other side. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. Keeping length through the spine as you reach up and out of the hips. Folding over the right leg. Breathing, connecting to the breath, slowly rolling back up to center, and then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to fall to either side of the room. Inhale, reaching up, find length through the spine, and exhale, folding forward over the toes. Feeling a nice stretch into the hips and the thighs. Taking a full deep breath as you relax, reaching forward, and slowly come on up back to center. Bring the knees together, and we'll walk the feet to either edge of the mat. Gently windshield wiper the knees back and forth, side to side. Maybe even moving slower than you'd like to. Feeling all of the little sensations as you move from side to side. We'll relax down onto our backs, bring the soles of the feet together, and allow the knees again to fall to either sides of the room. I invite you in this moment to bring one hand to your belly and your other hand to your heart. Gently allowing the eyes to flutter closed. Just coming back to the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. What brought you to your mat today? And feeling the movement of the body as you breathe, allowing the breath to be steady and smooth. When that feels complete, you can bring the knees together and gently tucking into a ball, squeezing the knees in towards the chest, lifting the nose up towards the knees, and even rocking side to side if that feels good before we relax into Shavasana. When you're ready for Shavasana, extending both the legs, extending both the arms, and closing the eyes. Allowing the body to be completely still. And if you're in a rush today, I invite you to take at least 5 full deep breaths in your Shavasana today. When you're ready to transition out of Shavasana, gently roll over onto your right side and pause in the fetal position. And taking as much time as you need to. And then coming up into a comfortable seated position, and we will seal our practice today. Bring hands to heart center. We'll take one full deep conscious breath, remembering why you came to the mat today. What brought you to this practice? And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day.